Welcome to Polk Today. I'm your host, Brian Lacey. Polk Today is a daily show airing Monday through Friday here on PGTV with useful county information, weather, and highlights from PGTV programs, along with previewing upcoming meetings. Today is Friday, September 5th, 2014, and we start off today's show at the Polk County History Center. It's home to the Historical Museum and Genealogical Library. The Polk County Historical Museum opened its doors in 1998 in the old Polk County Courthouse in downtown Bartow. The museum's exhibits and programs continue to grow and change as new information and artifacts become available. The Heritage Trail travels a path of the history throughout Polk County, and Murtis Young takes us on its tour.
And welcome to Polk County, the heart of Central Florida. I'm Murtis Young, Historic Preservation Manager. Join me today as we travel on the Polk County Heritage Trail to discover all the interesting and wonderful historic sites in Polk County. The diverse history of the area is evident across Polk County, from city centers and urban neighborhoods to rural farms and cultural landscapes along our roads, railways, and rivers. History allows us to explore sense of place, the unique character of the county, and learn about the numerous people and events that shape the region. In celebration of this rich cultural heritage, the Polk County Heritage Trail was developed to highlight more than 150 years of county history. From historic homes and museums to Civil War sites, the trail provides an opportunity for communities to share their local history in the authentic locations where it happened. Join us in exploring the Polk County Heritage Trail. Today's stop on the Heritage Trail takes us to the beautiful St. Anne Shrine in Lake Wales. Built by French-Canadian settlers in the 1920s, the shrine honors St. Anne, Mother of the Virgin Mary, and a highly respected saint in the Roman Catholic Church. Seeking escape from frigid winters, the French-Canadian settlers traveled to the area near Lake Wales, establishing winter homes and a church near St. Anne des Lacs, or St. Anne Lake. A priest accompanied the settlers each year, ministering to their needs at the small church. The primary builder of the shrine was Napoleon Pelletier. Born in Canada in 1857, Pelletier defrayed all expense and worked with Father A.J. Savoie on the creation of the church and grounds. The small white church occupied a picturesque spot near the lake, and its bell tower was adorned with the statue of St. Anne. The Lake Wales statue was a reproduction of the statue at the Basilica of St. Anne de Beaupré in Canada and was moved inside in the late 1920s. It was placed in a prominent, elevated position in front of the altar. The statue shows St. Anne holding a young Mary in her right arm and pointing heavenward with her left hand, teaching Mary about the doctrines of God. The breathtaking interior of the church was the work of artist Francois Masselier, who filled the space with murals, intricate altars, and paintings in 1926. Also located on the grounds is a replica of the Grotto of Lourdes, which was constructed out of native Florida stone. Mass was offered twice a year at this spot, one in February in honor of Our Lady of Lourdes and the other in July in honor of St. Anne. A statue of St. Christopher, patron saint of travel, was placed in the lake and was accessible by bridge. A lovely shrine to St. Teresa the Little Flower was also created outside near the church. Following the transfer of Father Savoie in the early 1940s and the death of Napoleon Pelletier in 1942, the use of the shrine began to decline. Fewer French Canadians made the trip south for the winter during World War II, and dissension arose with local Catholics who feared the shrine was becoming too commercialized and less of a holy place. Ultimately, the church was demolished in the 1950s and the outdoor statues removed. However, the beautiful Grotto of Lourdes and altar remain, along with colorful tiled flooring. A marble slab marking the grave of Napoleon Pelletier can also be found nearby, the only person to be buried on the property, as well as the former site of St. Christopher's statue at the lake. This serene and lovely spot near Lake Wells is only one of many unique locations you'll find on the Polk County Heritage Trail. We invite you to hit the road and see what other historic locations are available to you in Polk County.
Now, depending upon who you ask, some might call this the greatest time of the year. Fall is on the horizon, the temperatures will soon drop, and the question is asked, are you ready for some football? Well, Rick Brown with the Ledger gives us a Bucs preview from a recent stop on Sports Central.
This year to be sold out for the Buccaneers.
Here we go. You knew this was
The
coming.
Green Bay Packers. For now.
For now.
I mean,
well, the
it's
team has
still
announced that there won't be any blackouts
Right.
as far as the broadcast.
Exactly.
The NFL changed, I believe, before last season the
Right.
rule
Yeah,
from
that's-
100% to 85%.
85% of the non-premium seats. And they're there right now. So it won't take that much to sell out a couple more, if not all of them.
A few wins early in the season.
That will help,
That will
definitely.
help.
Definitely help.
You know, Rick, Lovie Smith, former coach of the Bears, one of my favorite coaches. I think his integrity, his demeanor speak for themselves. I think he's extremely well respected throughout the league. I don't think he got the support that he needed in Chicago from admin, but and I think a lot of people would agree with that one. But you're the expert. Coming to Tampa Bay, hungry for a championship, you know, he has a pedigree that is, working with Tony Dungy, it's like coming home. You know, what difference have you seen so far in him just being there? You know, not getting out on the field and coaching with his new staff.
Right. I mean, and you mentioned it. I mean, he was here before as a linebacker coach. So, and he helped turn the Bucs around from when the Bucs were the Yucks and in those creamsicle uniforms. And before they went to the pewter and gray, Lovie came in and he helped instill this work ethic. And it started with Tony Dungy, of course, but he followed that lead. And so after Raheem Morris, after Greg Schiano last couple of years, you now have someone, an established NFL coach, a winner. He took Rex Grossman to the Super Bowl. I mean, geez, nothing against Sexy Rexy, but I mean, he's established. He brings credibility to this squad, and I don't think the squad has had that in a number of years now. Yeah. So right there, and this is before we get on the field. Lovie Smith, established coach. This is different. This isn't a college coach trying to make his way. This isn't a coordinator trying to find his way. This is an established NFL coach. Right there you have credibility. Right there, it excites the fans.
Staying on top of events here at Polk today includes a look at the weather. For the latest forecasts and whatever's brewing out in the tropics, we take you to the Emergency Operations Center with the OC coordinator, Billy Abernathy. Hey, Billy.
Thanks, Brian. Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Abernathy, Polk County Emergency Management. This is your weather brief for September 5th, 2014. Today we can expect a high of around 91 with a low of 74. And with the abundance of moisture over the peninsula of Florida, we can expect 60% chance of thunderstorms today. Winds will be from the southwest at 6 miles per hour. And on Saturday, we can expect a high of around 92 with a low of 74 with a 60% chance of scattered thunderstorms generally after 2 p.m. Winds will be from the west at 5 to 8 miles per hour. And on Sunday, we can expect a high of around 92 with a low of 73 with a 70% chance of scattered thunderstorms generally after 2 p.m. Winds will be from the west at 6 to 8 miles per hour. And now to the tropics. Currently, we're monitoring a wave in the Central Caribbean just off the coast of Honduras and Nicaragua. This system remains stationary at this time. Conditions are supporting numerous thunderstorms with this system. It's identified with the white circle. Another wave we're monitoring in the Central Atlantic, identified with the blue circle. Movement of this system is generally to the west at 15 miles per hour. Some Sahara air is inhibiting the growth of this system as it moves west at 15 miles per hour. And we're monitoring a low, Invest 90, just south of the Cape Verde Islands. Conditions are favorable for some slow development over the next few days. Currently, the system is mainly disorganized in the northeastern portion of the system. Development of this system in 48 hours is at 20%, and in 5 days at 30%. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here Monday on PGTV. I'm Bill Abernathy, Polk County Emergency Manager. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Billy. At the Polk TPO Board's August 26th meeting, the board approved an updated limited English proficiency plan. The goal of the plan is to ensure the TPO meets federal requirements for public participation and makes information available to Polk County's growing population of people who do not speak English as their primary language.
Hola, ¿me puedes dar información sobre la construcción en la carretera 60 en Bartow? Hi, my name is Jimena Meeks, and I'm a senior transportation planner at the Polk Transportation Planning Organization in Bartow. I don't expect you to understand what I just said in Spanish, but as a federally funded agency, we are required to implement a limited English proficiency plan, or an LEP plan, to assist in communications with speakers of all languages. This LEP plan is intended for individuals who do not speak English as their primary language and who have a limited ability to read, speak, write, or understand English. I use Spanish as an example because Hispanics in Polk County are the majority of non-English speaking residents. To give you an idea, the census tells us 19% of Polk County residents ages 5 and older speak a language other than English at home. That's 4 in 5 LEP persons speaking Spanish. In order to reach as many Polk County residents as possible, we are prepared to come in contact with Spanish, German, Haitian Creole, or French speakers in our area. In the event that we meet a non-English speaker, we'll be using the Census Bureau's I Speak cards to identify language needs. We've also identified in-house and outside translation services to assist in communicating with non-English speakers. If you'd like more information about our LEP plans, please visit our website at polktpo.com. At the TPO, our goal is to involve as many residents as possible, no matter what language they speak. Auf Wiedersehen.
That's going to do it for today's show. As a reminder to keep current with programs and progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter, or check out the Polk County YouTube channel. I invite you to join us Monday for a look at tips for a home safety checklist from Polk County Fire Rescue, the passport application process from the clerk of the courts, and featured animals Dan and Cookie from SPCA Florida. Until then, enjoy your weekend.